Hi guys, Trust Ted here, Tesla owner, Silicon Valley. I got another review for you today. We're going to be reviewing the Unagi Model 1 scooter. This is an electric scooter. I'll be going through, as always, the product overview, the installation, the functionality, giving it a ride, and then the price value, and at the end, our final score. So let's get started. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe. Before I jump into how to do the install and such, I just want to give a quick walk around first, kind of overview. It's really cool. This bike has a headlight here. There's actually a display on top, which I will show you as well. It's hard to see on the screen because of the way that the refresh rate of that screen works, but it's a clear screen for sure. This is actually dual drive, so both wheels are powered if you want them to be. And there's also a brake light back here too, which is really nice. It feels really solid, nice deck with a little grippy feel to it as well. And there's a few controls that you see on the top here. This is actually the brake, that's the accelerator. And then there's these little buttons there that control like the light and what you see on the display and the power level. So that's just a quick overview. Let's show you how to do the simple install next. All right, so let's install the handlebar. So that QR code is a link to a video, which is actually pretty useful. So the first thing you do is you slide this lever down, and then that locks the handlebar into place. And I just want to tell you, first sort of impression, this thing is gorgeous. It's just really, really nice looking. Now, what you're going to need to do is, in this end, let me see if I can help lift it up. There is a cable. So that cable that you see in there, you're going to need to attach it. So if you can't, if it's not like sticking out, then you need to like push it up from this bottom here until it gets out, or I may need to grab just a small plier to sort of push it up if it doesn't come out. But as I'm pushing it, it's actually coming out, and I should be able to grab it right here, and I have it. So, okay, so this connection here, you're gonna take and connect it to this cable. So again, let me get a little closer so you can see. And here, it's a keyed, so you can really only get it in one way. It's not like you can do it incorrectly. And I would say take a second here, because these are really delicate, these little pins, and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just gonna sort of take my time trying to line up that connector there. So, okay, yeah, actually it goes in pretty easy. Now, on the video is a piece of good advice, which is pull this cable down a little bit just to take the slack down so you don't pinch at the top when you're inserting this. So just pull a little bit more, just go slow. You can see it sort of bringing that slack down inside, and you just push it down. Okay, so I just want to give you a better angle. So after the cable is connected, you're going to slide, you're going to pull the slack, pull the cable at the bottom, so you have nice little slack here, and then this inserts in here. And then what you're going to do is, you should be able to see there's 2 holes here, and then 2 holes in the back, and 2 holes in the front. And though there are 4 screws that I'll show you, they're right here. These come in the case here. So these 4 screws with this tool, I will be inserting into here. So I'm going to do that, and that should be pretty straightforward. You just get them. Every time I have something like this, I always like to hand thread just to get it started, and then you use the tool when you're, you know, once it's started. That way you won't strip anything. So let's do this. Okay, all four are hand tightened. So now I'm just going to use this tool, and I'll show you guys just so you can, again, get an idea. I think it's pretty straightforward. People probably familiar with this tool. It's just kind of a screwdriver with a handle. So just tighten this down. So just do this to all 4. I just want to say, before I get into powering this thing up or whatever, it's like a work of art. I can't tell you how impressed I am just with the finish of this product. The heft, it just feels like it's just really super built. The design is super sleek. I noticed it's got the headlight here. This particular model, both motors can be run off of the battery, so a dual drive, if you will. And just the overall finish here is really, really super. There's actually a display up here, which I'll set up in a second. All right, just want to show you guys down here near the kickstand, there's a cover, and I just lift it back. It actually has the little battery icon on it, so you can see. I didn't read any instructions. I just saw, plugged it in, plugged the charger in, and so this is charging away. There was a quick start guide that I just read online, and you can see that LED, that red LED right there in the charger. When that turns green, it means it's fully charged. Also, when the cable is plugged in, you cannot turn the display on. So you have to wait. I'm going to wait until the battery's charged. Then I'm going to press this button here for 3 seconds. And then what that'll do is that'll power this on. Then I'll show you what these other buttons do. Okay, so it's been just over 3 hours or so, and you can see the light is green. So now the Unagi is fully charged, and I'm gonna give it a spin, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's take the Unagi out for a little spin. Show you guys how it works. Whoops. Don't forget to put the kickstand up. All right. So I just decided to park my car, charge a bit, and I'm going to show you guys what it's like. Now I will say, because I've driven it a few miles already before I filmed this, and it's a bumpy ride when the road is not smooth. And so if you're going over, say, a lot of sidewalk bumps, it can be a little bit jarring, but that's the trade-off because the tires are not inflated, right? So they're solid, but they have a little bit of give to them. So I think you can get an idea. There's no stabilizer on my camera. This is just fixed and hard attached to the scooter. So you get kind of an idea. Now, I will say I like the fact that there's these different speeds. I started in 1, and that's up to 9 miles an hour, and that's really good for learning. And right now I'm in 2, and I'm going the maximum, which is 12 miles an hour. So, you know, you're moving, but at the same time, it's pretty quick to stop. So it has the 3 gears, and I think that everybody should start in 1, get some confidence before you move up to 2 and then 3. So anyway, that's kind of a quick view in of taking the scooter out and showing you what it's like to ride it. All right, I also just want to show you it's super easy to fold, and what's nice is although it weighs 30 pounds, it is really well balanced. There's actually a little sticker on the handle where it tells you to grab it. So really quick, just to show you, first of all, make sure you put the kickstand up. Second, you just slide this handle, whoops, you slide this handle down, and then this folds down. The wheel actually locks straight, so it makes it easy to carry, and there's a little sticker right here which says you grab it. So that's it, and then you can tote this around. Again, not super light, but you can see that, yeah, you can carry it around. And if you're just going maybe up a flight of stairs, it'll be a little bit of effort, but you know, you have to walk a little bit, maybe into a building or whatever. You know, it's not that bad. Good exercise. Who wouldn't want to carry around 30 pounds and kind of be more buff? So anyway, that shows you the portability of the Unagi. A couple of other things. So you can see I've been using the Unagi. It's a little dirty, you know, like little foot marks and stuff. Really cool. That light there, you can see like a brake light. It just powered off because I've had it on. It actually has like a 3-minute timer where it shuts off. So basically, I've used this thing. I've ridden it several miles. Only 1 bar came off the battery. I think there's over 3 miles so far that I have on the odometer. And you know what I would say is it's super well built. And this to me is really ideal for someone who, say, is going to the subway or takes a bus, or you know, just has maybe in between buildings at your work where you want to do and have commuting. It's really ideal for that. I think that it seems the battery has quite a good range. Like I said, this particular model is supposed to have around 15 miles or so of range, and that seems like a really good amount before you can recharge it. So let's wrap up the review next. All right, let's wrap up the review for the Unagi Model 1. This is a scooter that I'm really impressed with. It's clear that there's a reason this is so popular. A lot of people have called this like the iPhone or the Tesla of electric scooters. So from a product point of view, I'm going to give it a 5. It's just extremely well built. You'll see that from the moment that you get it. Installation, I'm going to give it a 5 as well. There was only a few screws that you put in. It was super easy to do. There's a little help guide, a get started guide online and video. So that's very straightforward. Good job on that. From a functionality point of view, I give this a 4.5. And why a 4.5? Well, the only real criticism that I have on this is that it's a little rough if you're going on fairly bumpy roads. That's a trade-off, right? Because the tires are not inflatable. They have these gaps, the air gap in there. So I actually would prefer it a little harsher, because then you don't have to worry about a flat tire. So that's just a little half ding there. And then from the price point of view, this particular model is $999. You can rent it for only $60 a month. So that might appeal to some people who want to give it a try. I actually think it's pretty well priced, and I'm going to give that a 4. And that's a final score of 18.5 for the Unagi 1 scooter. Again, this is Trust Ted, Tesla owner, Silicon Valley. Thanks you for watching this channel. Subscribe if you're not already.